eye on, and still the details we are going to bring you on this particular broadcast and even in our subsequent bulletins. My name is Moige William. Welcome to the broadcast. Starting off, the country's top lawyers are all competing for opportunity to lead the powerful Law Society of Kenya in the national elections currently underway this afternoon. Our reporter Paul Kirobi is on the ground and brings us the following report. Well, Kirobi, if you can hear me, what is the latest from your end? Paul, can you hear me? Kirobi, if you can hear me from wherever you are currently, what is the latest from your end in matters LSK elections?
All right, very good afternoon to you, of course. We are coming live to you from the Milimani Law Court currently, right now as we speak. And of course, if you can see just behind me, this is the picture. Of course, there is a very tight race to elect the next president for the position of the President Law Society of Kenya. And of course, at the same time, the lawyers will be electing the council member and of course, at the same time, the representative of the Judicial Service Commission. Right now, as we speak, there's a very tight race that is expected today. Of course, we have 5 contestants, of course, for the position of the president. We have the first candidate, of course, we have Faith Odhiambo, we have Harriet Boche, we have Kip Koech, Benhard, we have Peter Wanyama and Caroline Kamende. Of course, today more than 15,700 lawyers will be going to the polls to elect the president, council members, and male representative of the Judicial Service Commission. Of course, this election is so important to lawyers because it reflects on the picture of the Law Society of Kenya. I understand that the current president of the Law Society of Kenya, the outgoing president, Eric Theuri, is vying for the position of the Judicial Service Commission representative. And this is one of the positions that is likely to attract a very tight race tonight. Of course, currently, right now, as you speak, the exercise is going just behind me, the Milimani Law Court. But of course, I'm told the tallying process will be conducted at the headquarters of the Law Society of Kenya, Gatanga Road. Of course, earlier on, we spoke to a number of senior counsel who expressed their optimism pertaining how the process is going to be and what is expected. Right now, I'm joined by one of the candidates for the position of the president, Peter Wanyama. Of course, just like Ed mentioned earlier on, maybe to hear his insights and what he expects for this particular election. Peter Wanyama, I understand you're one of the candidates for the position of the President Law Society of Kenya.
Yes, I'm a candidate for Law Society of Kenya President. My name is Peter Manyonge Wanyama. I voted here at Milimani. The process has been smooth. I have been to the Supreme Court, the other very largest polling center, and so many advocates have turned out, so many advocates. We believe that more than 80% of the advocates who are registered have turned out to vote. So this shows the importance of this election. We just want to urge the advocates who are still in their offices, please come and vote. This election is important for you. That is how you exercise your right to make a decision through a vote. So far, IEBC has conducted a free and fair election. There are no teething problems. The identification of voters has been done well, etc.
Another question, the outgoing president of the Law Society of Kenya, Eric Theuri, is exiting the office at a time there's not been good relationship between the executive and the judiciary. Understand the LSK has been on constant onslaught, of course, accusing the executive and of course some of the members who had been abducted recently. What is your take on that and what is the expectation for the next president?
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to campaign by the rules. If I mention that, I will be deemed to be campaigning and maybe disqualified. So let's wait for the elections to come to an end, and then thereafter, the campaign period will formally, because the campaign period ended 2 days ago, and then we can now formally comment. Right now, as a candidate, if I come out strongly on that, I will be deemed to be influencing election and maybe disbarred. However, let me just mention something which is general. The Law Society of Kenya ought to continue its mandate in terms of protecting the rule of law, protecting the sovereignty of Kenyans. That's a mandate which has been given to Law Society of Kenya by Parliament, and under any leadership of LSK, we expect that mandate to be fully discharged. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Peter Wanyama. Of course, that is one of the candidates for the position of President of the Law Society of Kenya, who has just given his insights pertaining what he expects tonight and what is going to unfold. We'll be keeping an eye to see how the process is going to flow, and of course update our viewers on our subsequent bulletin. Back to you in studio.